This is Mindfulness with Richard. We focus on mindfulness meditation. Listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. I'm Richard Clarke. Welcome. In mindfulness meditation, we often seek clarity, understanding, and control. However, there exists a unique path that invites us to embrace the beauty of uncertainty, the path of don't know. Let us release our preconceptions and habitual patterns and step into the realm of don't know with an open heart and a curious mind. In this space, we relinquish the need to label, judge, or categorize our experiences, allowing us to cultivate a deep sense of presence and acceptance. When we think we know, then our minds are closed to new possibilities, especially if they don't agree with what we think we know. When Korean Zen Master Seung Sahn was asked, "What is practice?" he replied, "Don't know." Spiritual practices like meditation are ways to investigate reality and yourself. Investigation requires an open mind. So don't know. That's how you keep your mind open. Don't know invites us to surrender the illusion of certainty and allows us to embrace the fluidity of each moment by acknowledging that we are not bound by our past or limited by our expectations of the future. We create a space for true mindfulness to flourish, for you to investigate yourself. Don't know encourages us to fully immerse ourselves in the present moment, to listen, to observe, and to feel without the weight of judgment. Through don't know, we invite a sense of wonder and awe into our life, reconnecting us to the beauty of the world around us and the workings of our own inner landscape. As we learn to reside in the don't know space, we discover a reservoir of peace, resilience, and creativity within ourselves. So let's shed the armor of certainty and welcome the profound space that don't know has to offer. I now want to lead a short guided meditation so you can look into don't know for yourself. Close your eyes gently, taking a deep breath through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Allow yourself to settle into the present moment. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the feeling of the breath as it enters and leaves your body. Follow each inhale and exhale, letting go of any distractions. As you breathe, imagine that with each exhale, you are releasing the need to know and control. Shift your attention to the phrase, don't know. Repeat these words silently to yourself with each inhale and exhale. Feel the gentle rhythm of the breath as it aligns with this phrase. Allow yourself to fully embrace don't know, opening up the vastness of uncertainty. Certainty holds us to one answer. Uncertainty opens us to many. As you continue to breathe, let go of any expectations or judgments. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise, and without attachment, simply acknowledge them and return to your focus on the breath and the don't know. Feel the words washing over you, inviting a sense of openness, surrender, and acceptance. Now expand your awareness beyond your breath. Begin to explore the sensations of your body. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort. And with each breath, imagine sending a soothing wave of acceptance and don't know to those areas. Allow your body to soften and release. As you remain in this state of mindfulness, mindful awareness, imagine yourself floating in a vast sea of don't know. Feel the gentle currents of uncertainty carrying you, cradling you in their embrace. Experience the freedom that comes from letting go of the need to know all the answers and feel the wonder of openness to the moment. Don't know is an invitation to step away from the constraints of your logical mind and leap into the realm of intuition and pure awareness. In our daily lives, we often feel the need to have all the answers, to plan carefully, and to be in control. However, this attachment to certainty leads to stress, anxiety, and a disconnect from the present moment. And the idea of control is just an illusion. By embracing don't know, you create space for a profound shift in perspective. Instead of resisting uncertainty, you greet it with openness and curiosity. You let go of preconceived notions, assumptions, and judgments, allowing you to experience life as it unfolds with curiosity, free from the weight of expectations. As you integrate don't know into your mindfulness meditation, you cultivate an attitude of humility and wonder. You become a witness to your thoughts and emotions without labeling them as good or bad. This non-judgmental awareness empowers you to respond to the situations with clarity and compassion rather than reacting impulsively. Imagine don't know as a fertile ground for growth and transformation. Just as a seed planted into the earth doesn't know the form it'll take, you too can embrace the mystery of your own potential. By releasing attachment to outcomes, you create space for creativity, innovation, and authentic self-expression to flourish. In your meditation practice, you can explore don't know by using it like a mantra, as we did earlier, or by simply sitting in stillness and observing the sensation, thoughts, and feelings that arise without trying to make sense out of them. Allow your mind to become like an expansive sky where clouds of thoughts drift by, and you remain anchored in the vastness of don't know. As you continue this practice, you may notice a greater sense of inner freedom, resilience, and a deeper connection to the present moment. The more you surrender the need to know, the more you tap into the wisdom of the present moment, allowing life to unfold in its natural rhythm. Remember, the journey of don't know is an ongoing exploration, offering you the opportunity to discover the richness of each moment anew. May the practice of mindfulness continue to enrich your life, fostering peace and compassion in your heart and in the world around you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And may your life be filled with wisdom, understanding, and profound inner peace. So, how was your meditation last week, Joyce?
Well, we've had our daughter here and we've been traveling around a lot, so not as much time for meditation, little bits. So I was looking very much forward to today, to a little longer meditation than, traveling so much when you have guests.
Yes, it's hard, especially when you're traveling and when there is company like your daughter around, because you want to take advantage of the time with your daughter.
Exactly. She won't be here again for a while.
And uh, I know actually very few parents that meditate with their kids.
Yeah,
Maybe that would be a good thing. I know my kids would just roll their eyes.
especially when they were teenagers, imagine.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So how was your meditation, Richard?
It was just like right now, the don't know meditation, just full of peace and inquiring who is it that has to know,
That's right.
you know. And a lot of the I have to know stuff, I think, is fear based, maybe control based.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, all the desire to know is mental. It's just your mind trying to do what it does, trying to feel safe.
Yeah. And then sometimes we'll look at a tree and say, oh, that's an elm tree. And you think you know it because you named it.
Right. Yes. Yes.
But beautiful, just this don't know meditation, very peaceful and beautiful.
Oh, very good. Very good. I think it's an important one, actually.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Carol?
Well, I agree with Richard. This don't know is really nice. It puts you into a blank state, and that's a good thing. And other than that, I've still been trying to work on doing something where I'm here now and without thinking. And it's really hard, but I got through the upper layer of my teeth with doing that this morning. So I need to work on the bottoms as well without thinking I have to report on it.
Uh-huh. Very good. I'm glad that you still are doing these things to kind of extend your practice outside of these formal sessions. I think that's when practice actually starts, is when somehow it seeps into your life.
Yeah. Well, I have been feeling that I'm challenged by this idea of doing something and not having to report on it with my mind. So
Uh-huh.
it's really hard. It's unbelievably
Uh-huh.
hard. But
I think that's also a good way to phrase it, without doing something without the need to report on it.
yeah, that's my existence, is reporting on it.
Uh-huh. Anyway, very good. And now let us meditate for a bit. Mindfulness is present moment awareness, paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally, fully receive whatever is experienced, then let it go. All right. And now we will have another Zen story. Never judge others. You don't know their story.
In a small village, there lived a man named Saga. He was known far and wide for his wisdom and compassion. He spent his days in quiet contemplation, seeking to understand the true nature of the world and the people around him. Saga's wisdom was not gained through books or formal education, but through his experiences and observations of life. He had faced numerous hardships in his early years, which had molded him into the kind, understanding soul he was today. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Saga sat under the great Bodhi tree at the heart of the village. People often sought his counsel, and that evening was no different. A young woman named Lena approached him, her eyes filled with tears. "Saga," she said, her voice quivering, "I need your advice. My father has arranged my marriage to a man I do not love. I feel trapped, and my heart is heavy with sorrow." Saga looked at Lena with empathy in his eyes. He reached out and patted her hand gently. "Dear Lena," he began, "I understand your pain. But remember, life is filled with twists and turns, and sometimes we must walk through difficult paths to find the hidden gems of wisdom and happiness." Lena sighed, unsure if she could find solace in those words. But Saga's presence itself was comforting, and she felt reassured that she was not alone in her struggles. As the days passed, more and more people sought Saga's guidance, and he was always there for them, offering his wisdom and understanding. He listened without judgment, no matter how trivial or serious their problems seemed to be. People began to see him as a beacon of light in times of darkness. One day, a wealthy merchant named Raj arrived in the village. Raj was a proud man, dressed in luxurious clothes and adorned with expensive jewelry. He had heard of Saga's wisdom and decided to test it, eager to prove that wealth was the true measure of a person's worth. Raj approached Saga with a smug smile and said, "They say you are wise, old man. Let's see if you can solve a problem as great as mine. I have everything money can buy, but I am plagued by an emptiness I cannot explain." Saga looked at Raj with his kind eyes, unfazed by the merchant's arrogance. "You seek happiness in material possessions, but true contentment lies within," Saga replied. "Happiness is not about what you have. It's about how you perceive and cherish what you already possess." Raj scoffed at Saga's response. "You speak in riddles, old man. My wealth defines who I am, and no amount of empty philosophy can change that." With a gentle smile, Saga said, "It's not my intention to change you, my friend, but to offer you a different perspective. Look within yourself, and you might find what you seek." Raj left, unconvinced and still carrying the weight of his perceived emptiness. He couldn't understand how a man of humble means like Saga could possess wisdom that was beyond his grasp. One evening, a grand feast was held in the village to celebrate a bountiful harvest. The entire village gathered, dressed in their finest attire, and shared in the joyous occasion. Even Raj attended the event, hoping that the festivities would distract him from his inner turmoil. As the night wore on, music filled the air, and laughter echoed through the village square. Raj observed Saga sitting under the Bodhi tree, surrounded by a group of children, regaling them with stories and teachings. Despite the festivities, Saga remained serene and content. Curiosity getting the better of him, Raj approached Saga and asked, "How can you be so content with so little? Look at me, surrounded by wealth, and yet I feel a void inside." Saga smiled warmly at Raj and gestured toward the sky. "Look at the stars," he said. "Each one shines brightly, unique in its own way. Just like them, every person has their own light, their own story. You can never truly understand someone until you know their journey. Raj pondered over Saga's words, realizing that true wealth was not in material possessions, but in the richness of one's experiences and the relationships they build. As the months passed, Raj often found himself seeking Saga's counsel, drawn to the wisdom that seemed to transcend the material world. Slowly, he started to understand that his emptiness was a result of his obsession with acquiring things, while neglecting the simple joys of life. One day, as the sun dipped low on the horizon, Raj approached Saga with a humbled expression. "I have realized the shallowness of my pursuits," he said. "I spent my life amassing wealth and status, but I lacked the compassion and understanding that you possess. I was quick to judge others without knowing their stories." Saga nodded knowingly. "We all make judgments based on our limited perceptions," he said. "But when we let go of preconceived notions and approach others with an open heart, we can learn and grow from each encounter." From that day on, Ray's life took a different path. He used his wealth to uplift the lives of those less fortunate, bringing joy and happiness to many. He became a philanthropist, building schools, hospitals, and community centers in the village and neighboring areas. His transformation touched the lives of countless people, and he found a newfound sense of purpose and contentment. The village prospered under Ray's compassionate leadership, and he credited his transformation to the wisdom of the old sage Saka. People began to see the true meaning of wealth, and the village became a place of harmony and understanding. One stormy evening, as rain poured down in torrents, Saga fell seriously ill. The entire village prayed for his well-being, for they knew that his presence was a guiding light in their lives. Raj, now a dear friend of Saga, sat by his bedside, holding his frail hand. "Thank you, my friend," Raj whispered. "Your wisdom has given me a life worth living, and I am eternally grateful." Saga smiled weakly and said, "You found the true wealth within yourself, my friend. It was always there. You just needed to open your heart to it." As days turned into weeks, Saga's health continued to decline, but his spirit remained strong. One morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, Saga peacefully passed away, leaving behind a legacy of compassion, understanding, and wisdom. The entire village mourned his loss, for they had lost a beloved teacher and friend. But his teachings lived on in their hearts, and they vowed to carry forward the message of never judging others, for they did not know their stories. In memory of Saga, the village built a beautiful garden around the Bodhi tree, where he had spent so many hours imparting his wisdom. It became a place of reflection and peace, attracting travelers from far and wide, seeking solace and enlightenment. And so, the story of Saga and his profound wisdom was passed down through generations, becoming a timeless tale of compassion, humility, and the importance of looking beyond appearances to understand the true essence of others. The village continued to flourish, guided by the teachings of the wise old sage Sako, who had taught them the profound truth. Never judge others, you don't know their story.
And now we will meditate again. Look for joy in the moment. Let experiences and thoughts come. Let them be, and let them go. Become fully present. Focus on the feel of the breath in and out. Let go and don't know. All right. And we'll close with a chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. All right. Questions, discussion. You don't know, huh, Joyce?
No, I have none.
That's good. Well, without questions or discussions, then we should just sit in the peace and enjoy the peace in the moment and each other's company. And we'll see you next time. Have good meditation.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. You want deeper meditation, more peace, more happiness. Subscribe now to continue to find ways to get more from your meditation.